Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, but if this is your first time clicking, then I hope by the end of this video you decide to subscribe. So today's video is going to be a Canva tutorial. I'm just going to be sharing with y'all my little tips and tricks that I personally love to use on this website to create yourself a free custom YouTube thumbnail. So you will need to sign up to use Canva, and that's really simple. You can either sign up with your Google, Facebook, or your email. So one of the best things about Canva is they have a whole bunch of templates to choose from. That way you don't have to play the guessing game when it comes to your dimensions of things that you need to create. Whether it's your YouTube channel art or your thumbnail, you can just go ahead and click on that template and you have a blank canvas to work with. I'm personally going to be using one of my canvases that I already have just because it has a little extra flair that I personally love to use. So first things first, you're going to go to the Uploads tab on the sidebar and upload the photo you're going to be using for your thumbnail. I went ahead and uploaded my 3 photos that I was going to choose from just to go ahead and speed this video up for you guys. So once you've decided on the photo that you want to use, next you're going to go into enlarging that photo. That way you can cover all the white that you see in your background. And my little tip and trick for this one, I always like to center my photo after I go ahead and open up one side or enlarge one side, just so I know I'm not making one side wider than the other. After that, you're going to want to click where it says position and choose backward. That way it makes the photo your background. So next we're going to add a couple of elements, and this tab is really cool. They have a bunch of stuff you can just add to your thumbnail to just add a little bit of personal flair and your style to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of shapes onto mine, mostly because this thumbnail is the first one I'm not editing with my face on there. But if I am editing a thumbnail with my photo on there, I personally like to edit that photo on my phone editors that I have on my phone real quick before I go ahead and put it into Canva and edit it and make it into my thumbnail. Now we're going to go ahead and go into our text tab so we can add a title onto our thumbnail. Canva does have a bunch of templates you can choose from, but I personally have my little style going on, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to add a heading into the big circle and a subheading into the smaller circle. And I'm just going to show you guys how I basically go about making my 3D outline kind of title like look for free. You can do it on here, but you do have to pay for the membership, so I did find a way to go ahead and do it for free. It is a little bit more time consuming. One great tip I have about creating your YouTube thumbnails is just to stay consistent within your style. So either that is your font or a type of design you do on there, you want to stay consistent with it. So I tend to use the same type of fonts in all of my thumbnails just because I want it to look clean and consistent when you go on my channel. And my favorite type of font to use is Antonio Bold, and one of my other favorite fonts to use is Playlist Script, and that's when I want to use something with a little bit of cursive. So another tip to keep in mind when you're customizing your thumbnail is adding some short few words or a photo, even an emoji into it to let your targeted viewers know what your video is going to be about. I like to call it the right way to clickbait, if there was a right way to clickbait, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm essentially doing here, just using a couple words I feel like is going to be clickbait material. So Canva tutorial as well as for free, I am going to put under here just to give it a little bit more flair. And like I said, if people see something for free, and that automatically makes them want to click, I feel like. So yeah, it's really good to just use a few words, like I said, pictures, emojis, whatever you're comfortable with, to just go ahead and promote your videos and just get it out there. Now I'm going to share with you guys how I personally outline my text or make it 3D on here for free. So you're going to want to duplicate your text box twice, and you're going to want 2 sets of black in the background and 1 set of white in the front, and you're just going to want to layer it until it's exactly perfect to your liking and you can see your letters exactly how you want. And this is what it should look like in the final process, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for all of the text that I have here because I just personally like that look better on my thumbnails. It just makes the word pop out way better than it just be a simple white on the background. So something that's really popular and trending right now on YouTube thumbnails is a brush watercolor, sort of like behind one of the words in your thumbnail. So it's really simple to find these. All you have to do is go to Google and search watercolor and click transparent at the top. And they do have a bunch to choose from, but they also do have a bunch to choose from here in Canva. I do have a couple of mine personally that I love to use. I stick to a black one because that's just what I've been doing for a while now, but Canva does have a couple that I'm gonna share with you guys here shortly. So yeah, like I said, I do like doing the traditional black because that's just how I do my thumbnails and I like to be consistent. But if you would like to do something different, all you have to do is go to Elements and search watercolors, and they do have a couple you can use for free, but there are some that aren't for free, so you just have to be careful. As long as they don't have the crown on them, you can use them and they are free. So yeah, definitely check that out. There was this really pretty blue one that I was debating so hard about maybe using, maybe not using, because it was just really pretty. But like I said, I do like to be consistent, so I did go eventually get back to the black one. I'm pretty much done with designing my thumbnail now overall. I like how it looks. I don't want to do too much to it. So now I'm going to go ahead into the final step, and that is something that's really common and popular on YouTube thumbnails right now also. And that's basically putting a border around your thumbnail. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your Elements tab and search either rectangle or rectangle border, and you'll have a couple options to choose from. I personally like this sort of thick border. So the first thing I do, of course, is change the color of my border to white, and then I just center it in the middle and just start making it bigger enough and scaling it to the thumbnail until I have it just to my liking. Now, if you have a photo of your face, of course, you're going to want to make sure that the border is not blocking your face or anything important in your thumbnail. So yeah, you just have to make sure that you just have it exactly to your liking. Then you're going to want to click position and position it to the backwards. Before you download your product, I highly recommend you to check it out on full screen first, just to make sure everything's going to be to your liking on YouTube on full screen. After that, then you can go ahead and just go to the download tab, and you do have a couple different options to download from. I personally like to use PNG for my downloads because it's a better quality. Alright y'all, that was it for my little tips and tricks on how I edit my YouTube thumbnails on Canva. If you like these type of tech videos, then definitely don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, as well as hit the subscribe button on your way out and join my little YouTube family, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight.